Okay, I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I think what it is number one, the weather is great. You cannot beat the weather here in LA, you know. But yeah, I think basically it had to do with the weather. The change from all the humidity in St. Louis and everything made us say, you know, let's get out of here. And I'm glad that they did. You know, I mean, this place is great. Weather-wise, it's unreal. And it's just the coast, everything here is just so much better than St. Louis, you know. Of course, as a little kid, St. Louis is great. But when you get a certain age, you know, you want some good weather, you want some good everything, and LA had it, yes. I first started doing martial arts at about 8 years old in New York City, and that's why I started training from Missouri to St. Louis, I mean to New York, and then after that, once we moved to Los Angeles when I was, I think, 11 years old, I started back on this end. Well, I did praying mantis style, and then I did the five family style, called five family style. So those are the two main styles, but as a martial artist and being in the business, you know, you end up, you know, training with other friends and you get a little bit of this, get a little bit of that, you know, but yeah. But basically I started with praying mantis, then the five family style, five animal style, and so those are the two main ones that I started with, yes. I worked on a couple of films that were pretty big, you know, and you know, and people said, well, you can't do this, you can't do it, and I understand. Well, first of all, I had a problem with the director, okay? I was brought on by the stunt coordinator, okay? I'm in Malaysia, okay, and what happens is, and the director is on my butt, like every single day. He says, do this, do that, you know? And you know, I would have done, but the thing is, he was going outrageous. Everything he was telling me to do was outrageous, you know? And then I had a conversation with the stunt coordinator, and he goes, you know, if you want to walk on film, you go ahead and do it, you know? And then what's kind of funny is, the stunt coordinator, great guy, but the one thing that I didn't understand, I've never had this problem, is once everybody knew I was going to walk on the film, the crew did not talk to me. I've never had that happen, because usually the crew, you know that it ain't their decision, they don't care, you know. But then they found out that I was walking on set, and it seemed like nobody was talking to me, that was one of the strange things that I've had happen, you know. But yeah. But I said, you know what, life is what it is. I'm happy that I walked on the film. It did not turn out to be all that great of a film. But, you know, like I said, you know, you got to do what makes you happy. And that's, you know, that's why I do that. Everybody I know, everybody that I did not know, every Asian in the business was there, except for me. And then what happened was, I showed up on the set, I think I was delivering something, and then I ran into John Carpenter, and he goes, are you working this film? I said, I am not. He goes, do you want to? I said, yeah, and then he put me on, yes. That's how it happened. John Carpenter is a great guy, okay? He's a real person, you know? I am in the movie business, but I do not follow what everybody else does, you know? I have been known, and people will tell you, I will walk off a set, and a lot of people will say, you can't walk off a set. And, you know, and I've done it, and, you know, at least 3 or 4 times, because I'll be on a movie, and everybody there is lost. And I find that a lot of times, you think, well, you got a director here, and he should know what he's doing. He should know what he's doing. I've seen executive producers and directors that knew absolutely nothing of what in the world was going on, you know, and that sort of was kind of a weird thing for me. But then that's the main thing that I learned from the business is just because you're a director don't mean that you know you can direct, you know. But John has always been a great person, and to me, that's a big deal. He's a great director and a great individual, you know. And like I said, whenever I work on something, I always try to make sure that I'm on a show that makes sense, or a movie makes sense. It was a fun part, and to be the bad guy, you always got to have a bad guy. I'm more than happy to do it. And again, like I said, it was a fun film to work on, and that's what makes a difference, you know. But I mean, it was just a great job to work on. I basically did fight, you know, and the fights was between me and James, which, you know, it was a lot of fun. And again, like I said, the whole crew, the crew, which I also got to always say is, you know, makes a big difference on the quality of your show. You know, everybody behind camera were incredible, you know, and yeah, all the stunt guys were great, you know. So it was a great show to be working on because of those reasons, and having John Carpenter there. Again, like I said, I think it was a great film, and I think a lot of people enjoy it because of the way it was shot. Everything that he did with this film looks great, and you know, and John again has always been a great person, and I always got to say that word person because a lot of times, you know, you work on stuff and, you know, people, like I said, they're lost, they don't know what to do, and to me that it's this kind of a different deal, you know, yeah.